And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live tonight from Vogel Gymnasium in Pittsfield, as the Pittsfield Sockies play host to the Southeastern Suns. Alongside John and Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you're with us this evening on this Friday night for action between the 3-1 Sockies and the 2-2 Suns. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this timeout.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39,800. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28,500, and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in, because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess. Serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank serving the region with the best that banking has to offer, and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The 3-1 Pittsfield Sockies coming off of a loss at Minden Unity on Tuesday night, looking to get back on track here against the 2-2 Southeastern Suns, who played their opening week in the Beardstown tournament, losing to Minden 66-28, beating the Griggsville JV team 57-28, lost to Beardstown 46-29, and Brown County 46-29, and beat Beardstown 49-45, and they're 2-2 on the season under head coach Brandon Gooding. You guys got to see Pittsfield play Tuesday night, Jackie, and it looked like it was a tough outing for the Sockies as far as stopping dribble penetration.
Well, they led to the last 30 seconds of the game, but Sawyer Allen scored 32, and I'd say 30 of those 32 came from layups during the night, 7 offensive rebounds, and the Sockies failed to take a charge or stop the middle, and no matter who you play, if you don't do that, you're going to have trouble winning a basketball game.
Well, you talk a lot about the lack of size for Pittsfield, and it's going to just have to be a collective effort on the rebounding side. It seems like throughout the season they weren't hitting a lot of outside shots. Taylor Graham had a big game offensively for the Sockies. They're going to have him do that, but they're going to have more balanced scoring than what they had the other evening anyway if they're going to win a lot of basketball games this year.
Assistant coach Jordan Cawthon and I were talking. He said, you know, it's funny. If a ball's loose on the floor, this group of kids will leave blood all over the place going after it. But when it comes to bodying up to people, they haven't quite figured that part out yet. They were very good from the three the other night, better than I've seen them in probably 2 seasons. But, yeah, the defensive side is what the Sockies have hung their hat on, and that's what's going to win you a lot of basketball games.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The band playing. Fans still filing in on this cool Friday night. We'll step aside, come back with more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this timeout.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Before I started at DOT, like a real low point in my life, I just lost my house and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school, they'll pay for your CDLs. I applied and ever since then I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Grinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Suns and the Sockies matching up tonight, tomorrow afternoon. The JV game at 1 o'clock, varsity game around 2:15. Brian Shoemaker will have action from Camp Point Central as the Camp Point Central Panthers play host to the Triopia Meridosha Chambersburg Virginia Trojans. You can watch that game live here on Central Illinois Sports. Pittsfield back in action at home here tonight against the Southeastern Suns. You know, if you take a look at a kid like Griffin Tippy, Jack, he's very similar in build to Sawyer Allen and maybe even a little quicker off the dribble. And that'll be a guy that Pittsfield will really want to concentrate on tonight. And Southeastern knows, hey, give the ball to Tippy. He can make things happen.
Yeah, you know, over the years when we've done the Southeastern Pittsfield games, each team's kind of played to the other one, and we've had a lot of low-scoring games over the years. Last couple of years have been a little bit more open, and Pittsfield seems to have kind of controlled things a little bit more. But you've got to watch out for a team that you think you're going to beat when you go in, because you still have to do all the things you need to do right to be able to come away with the victory.
The Southeastern Suns team, I'll tell you what, the biggest thing I was impressed with them a year ago was their ability to just keep working hard, Jack. And, you know, Coach Gooding kind of got a late start with this group last year. This year, though, full summer workouts and an ability to kind of instill some of the things he wants to do. And that playing hard now with a little more of an ability to understand the system he wants to run really is paying off for Southeastern. You know, a 2-2 start to the year with the competition they've played, not a bad start.
Not at all. In that Beardstown tournament, they went over and played to the best of their ability. But with him, I mean, the future looks bright. Their junior high kids are pretty good. And there's some kid named Stevens that they keep saying he might be better than Danny is. Well, if he is, he'll be the all-time leading scorer in the state of Illinois in about 5 or 6 years.
Well, he's an 8th grader, is young Mr. Stevens.
Is he, or is he a 7th grader?
I believe he's an 8th grader. This year. Played on the 7th grade team last year. Could have very well been a 6th grader last year. That's very true. But yeah, a lot of young talent coming up, and good days ahead for the Southeastern Suns program. For Pittsfield, their JV team won the preliminary contest handily, and they've got some youngsters that they're trying to work into the mix here at the varsity level as well.
Yeah, we saw them go a little bit deeper the other night with the Lawson boy who we hadn't seen before, but their guards came out and shot lights out early in the ball game and built a little bit of a lead, and they had good ball movement. Not a lot of turnovers on the night. That wasn't their problem, but it all came down to playing defense. And I know Coach Tom Hayes said in the post game, I'll work on that, and we'll try to fix it, and I bet he has.
They usually do. You don't coach as long as Brad Tomhave has and have as much success as he's had over the years without being able to make those adjustments. And you know, this is not college basketball. You're not recruiting in a new group each year. You're kind of playing the hand you're dealt, and some hands, are closer to a royal flush, and some you have a 2, a 3, a 9, a jack, and an ace, and you're going, hope we get something on the river here, maybe.
Well, I did say to him before the season started, you got those 2 6'9" kids? He said Jack can take 2 of them on their shoulders to make a 6'9" kid. They're just not very big. I mean, you know, that's the thing. If they come up against somebody who's really big, they'll fight hard, and they're scrappy and they're fast, but they're going to have to make up for that lack of size, and basketball is a height game.
The father of the great deer slayer says the young Mr. Stevens is in 7th grade, so he's got a couple of years before unless they take the Kentucky rules and let you start playing in 6th grade at the varsity level.
Am I allowed to say on the air, hey, Carson, I love deer sticks? Because he's killed enough deer, he ought to have 17 freezers full.
He has had quite the fall, I would say, and congratulations to him on that and all the folks who are headed out to the timber throughout the weekend and rest of the season.
In fact, the assistant coach for Southeastern hit a deer on the way here tonight.
See, it's not that hard.
So, Carson, maybe you ought to see if you got that one, too.
I'm just saying, it's not that hard. You can get it with your car, folks. You don't even have to put any of that deer urine on you or anything. Just bright lights and go.
I always did say if you want to make a deer stand, you just take the front clip off a car, turn the headlights on, wait for them to run into you.
Just true. All right, we'll pause for our final timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll come back with the Farm and Home Supply starting lineup next on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Meet water's bubblier and more energetic best friend, Bubbler.
Say cheese.
With antioxidants, natural caffeine, and 0 grams of sugar, Bubbler has benefits in each bubble.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Believe it or not, we're now less than 3 weeks away from Christmas Day. But if you still got gifts to buy from somebody, your local Farm Home Supply can help. Even though I talk fast in these commercials, even I can't cover all the deals that are in here. So if you look on the right side of your screen, some of the best deals are scrolling on. But you can always check them out at farmhomesupply.com. Hey, and get you in the holiday mood, here's some holiday music.
Farm and Home Supply brings you the starting lineups on Central Illinois Sports, where the Southeastern Suns 2-2 on the season. Brandon Gooding's lineup tonight looks like this. At a guard, a 6-foot senior. That's Griffin Tippy. At a second guard, the 5'10 junior, Tristan Hester. And at the third guard is the 6'1 senior, Aiden Akers. At a forward, he's a 6'1 freshman, Brady McClintock. And at the other forward, the 6'3 senior, Jaron Henry. Henry, McClintock, Tippy, Hester, and Akers for Southeastern. For Brad Tommings, Pittsfield Sockies 3-1 on the season. They'll start at a guard, a 5'10 junior in Hayden Gratton. At a second guard, the 5'10 junior Rigston Bonds. At the third guard is the 5'11 senior Carter Frazier, and Taylor Graham rounds out the guard offense for the Sockies. He's a 5'10 junior. The lone forward is Clayton Reinhardt, the 6'2 senior for Pittsfield. Reinhardt, Graham, Frazier, Bonds, and Gratton for the 3-1 Sockies. That's a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. We tip it off at Oshel Gymnasium next.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
All right, we're just about ready to tip it off here at Volschel Gymnasium. The lights come back on. Suns in the black uniforms with the gold numbers and blue trim. Sakis are wearing the whites tonight with the red numbers and black trim. Graham steps into the center circle to jump against Akers, and the tip is up and controlled by the Sakis. Underway here in quarter number 1 against the man-to-man defense of the Suns. Kick on the right side goes to Grattan. Good look three. He'll have it rim in and out. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Hester. His pass then stolen away by Graham. A turnover on the Suns in the early going. Grattan gets it on the wing right side for the Sakis. Takes it to the top of the key to Bonds. Bonds a little crossover take. Quick pass finds Graham out top. He'll fire away from downtown. It rims in and out. No good. And another rebound for Tristan Hester. Off to Akers. Now Tippy to play the point against the man-to-man of Pittsfield. Sakis a couple of shots from the perimeter, unable to connect in the early going as Hester gives the ball up to Akers on the left side. He'll try the drive it against Reinhardt. Shot up no good. Rebound down to Bonds, and he'll be fouled.
Hester's going to pick up the foul. 2 boards and a foul for him already in the ball game. He's been quite active. Rebound came off to Clayton Reinhardt. It'll be Saki basketball looking for our first points of the day.
Graham brings it into the front court for the Sakis. On the right side to Grattan. Looks for Bonds off of the screen. Kicks it back out. Grattan. He'll try the dribble drive to Frazier, who travels. And the turnover on the Sakis will be their first of the night.
Thing about the Sakis, they are really quick. I mean, when you see Riggs Bonds break around, he's using that speed, and I'm not so sure they couldn't get more dribble penetration from their guards.
And bounce pass to Tippy in the backcourt. He'll turn and bring it up. Tippy, a kid that burst onto the scene as a freshman, now in his senior season. Gives it out top to Hester. Looks for an opening here, and right back to Tippy near the sideline right side. No score here in the early part of this contest on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Akers into a corner. Out of it a Tippy. Good look three on the ray. No good. Back iron won't fall. Rebound put back McClintock. No good on the offensive board. And Grattan secures the rebound for the Sakis. He'll get the ball to Graham. Graham on the dribble drive. Past his man to the window. And in for 2. Pittsfield a 2-0 lead on the make by the junior Taylor Graham. Had 20-plus points the other night, and now the Suns trying to throw the outlet pass. Too far for Tippy to run down, and the second turnover in the early going on Southeastern. 6:11 to play here in the opening quarter as Graham will get the ball in the backcourt. Hands it off to Bonds, little 3-guard weave. Now they'll get Frazier involved. Bounce pass goes to Reinhardt, back out to Frazier. Frazier might have got away with steps again there. Out top to Bonds. Bonds tries to move past Akers. Good defense in the man-to-man. Top of the key now, Graham. He'll lay back for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Rigston Bonds soars in for 1. He'll give it out top to Graham. On the right wing, Frazier to Bonds. He'll knife the lane. Runner-up is blocked out of there by Akers. And it'll stay with Pittsfield underneath, but a big block by the senior. Aiden Akers here for the Suns, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay.
Carter Frazier sits down, and into the ball game comes Connor Sweetie.
Inbounds pass. It's a foot race for it, and Grattan runs it down. We'll say it was tipped by the Suns. That's why he was able to get in the backcourt to get to it. Graham on the drive. He throws up a wild shot, no good, but was fouled first, and he'll shoot 2.
2 free throws for Taylor Graham. And that's going to go against Akers. It'll be his first, team's second. 2-0 Sakis in the early going. 5:28 left first quarter. And the first on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard is good by Graham.
Bowlers Universe, come out and enjoy the fun with your friends at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. They're open late tonight until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight, during the week 11 to 10. Great specials each day at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Graham sticks them both in. Good start for him. All 4 of the Sakis points.
4-0 Pittsfield, and Suns trying to cut into that on this trip, but they won't because that's a steal by Grattan. He'll get the larceny, he'll get the layup, And the Sockies have the 6-0 lead. Akers trying to push it into the front court. Pass tipped by Reinhardt. Run down on the wing by Tippy, though, for the Suns. Tippy will set it up for Southeastern. Bounce pass in the corner. That is to McClintock. He'll throw it top of the key to Akers. Fakes, now puts it on the deck. Has the size advantage. Turnaround shot. Tough one. He gets it to go. Nice move by Aiden Akers. His first bucket of the contest. And Southeastern is on the board. Sweeting on the right side now. Graham directing some traffic. Top of the key, Reinhardt over to Grattan on the left side. Grattan thought about the three, now loses the handle for a moment. They'll give it back out top to Graham. Brixton Bonds kind of stagnant offensively are the Sockies. Sweeting out front, turns down the three, gives it off to Bonds. Bonds trying to go against Tippy. Tippy really solid on that defensive pressure. Now they'll go in the post to Reinhardt. He tries to back his way in. Kicks it back out to Sweeting for a three. Can't connect. Rebound on the offensive side though to Grattan. He'll put it back up. Won't fall, but heads to the free throw line shooting two.
Take a look and see. That's on Jaron Henry. His first, team third. Free throws for Hayden Grattan. He's got 2 points in the night. 6-2 in the early going. 4:10 left. First quarter. PCRE Real Estate and Auction, our scoreboard sponsor. The junior guard, first one is up and rattles it home.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you or online with the Pike County Express.
Lawson and Harris into the game for the first time. Second one is no good. The rebound comes off Graham, puts it back up good. He'll go to the free throw line for the and one.
Taylor Graham aggressive off of the middle spot on the lane. Gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play here.
Akers picks up his second, team fourth. Graham just beat him inside, and Owen Northern into the game for the first time. He's a 5'10 senior. Graham trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play, and he does. Perfect from the free throw line, and he's got 7.
Good start to the game for Taylor Graham, and the Sockies lead by 8. McClintock with it in the backcourt. Out of a double team, threw over the top of the man and got it to Tippy. Tippy brings it into the front court. Halfway home in this first quarter, 10-2 is the Socky advantage. Pass over the top comes to McClintock. Some long passes created by this Pittsfield defense right now. Now McClintock dishes to Tippy in the corner right side. He'll pull up for a tough shot on the baseline. Back iron no good. Rebound, it's a battle for it underneath. And they'll say it goes off of the Suns' Hester out of bounds, and it will be Pittsfield basketball.
Good help defense by Connor Sweeting that time to kind of deter that shot. Socky shoot for their biggest lead. Frazier will be back in on the next dead ball.
Grattan to bring it up for the Sockies. To the senior Lawson on the right side. Top of the key, Graham. Looks for the back door. Try to throw a pass. They tried to force it in, and a turnover on the Sockies as their second here in the first. Tippy with it. The end of the front court. Trying to work against Grattan here. Works off of a screen set by Owen Northern. Northern's pass left side. Good pass. Quick down low. They'll get it up and in by Jaron Henry for his first two. That was a good find by McClintock on the bullet pass into the paint. And cuts it down to a 6-point Pittsfield advantage. Graham with it out top. A little drive in past Northern. Gets to the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Harris battling for it. He gets the offensive board. Throws out of a double team. Into the corner. Graham a look from three. Rims in and out. No good. Lawson gets the offensive board. Out to Grattan, and Pittsfield will reset. Third chance on this end of the court for Pittsfield on this possession. Grattan on the right wing. 2:29 to play in the first. Here's a three by Sweeting. It's well off the mark. Rebound again to Bobby Harris. 4 attempts now as Graham drives in. Missed some contact. Put it up, no good. Guess who's going to get the rebound? Bobby Harris. Leaves it off to Grattan, who had to run it down out front. 5 opportunities now for the Sockies on this end of the court. Here's Sweeting for a three. No good. Bobby Harris boxed out that time, so he couldn't get it, and Tippy does. Pittsfield 5 opportunities and no points on that end of the court. Now we get a timeout, and our first Adams Network timeout of the night for the fastest internet anywhere that doesn't buffer. No matter what life throws at you, it's Adams Fiber. Visit followthefiber.net. Timeout was taken by Coach Gooding and the Southeastern Suns, their first of the evening on the Adams Network timeout. 10-4 is the score. With 1:58 to play in the first, Pittsfield has the advantage. Here's a pass on the wing on the left side. Addis to McClintock. Goes top of the key to Henry. Back to Tippy now. Tippy rises and fires from three. It's short. Bonds and...
Bond's going to be
Bonds
fouled.
And Hester, they were fighting for the rebound. They'll call Hester for a push.
Hester will pick up his second. That is the 15th foul. That should be free throw shot because that's not a player control foul.
And it will be Rigston Bonds as your shooter at the other end. And as he gets down and gets set up, we remind you about Damon Emmerich at the Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404.
Bonds was scrappy in there. He had two sons on either side of him. Makes for a tough situation. First one up by Bonds is good, and they're hitting the free throws tonight.
McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield, a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. Call McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Second one short. Bonds will run down the rebound.
Pittsfield out-hustling the Suns on the offensive glass right now. Coach Gooding not happy about it. Here's a pass down low and turned over as Owen Northern steps in the passing lane. He'll take the dribble into the front court for Southeastern and kind of shuffle the feet, and he'll get called for a travel. The fourth on the Suns, but Coach Gooding says we've got to be more tenacious on the boards. Pittsfield getting a lot of opportunities, not really capitalizing on them here, but getting a lot of opportunities for extra shots.
If Coach Gooding took this job, they needed somebody to do it, and he's worked hard, and he's the right man for the job right now.
Sweeting gets it off to Lawson. On the left side, Bonds toes the line, fires a three and knocks it down. Rigston Bonds with the triple. He's got four and makes it a 10-point Pittsfield lead, a double-digit advantage for the first time tonight, and then he'll draw a charge. Bonds all over the place right now for the Sockies.
That's going to go against Tippy. It'll be his first. Player control, no free throws. Gratton and Graham back in. Lawson sits down, as does Sweeting. Original starting lineup with Harris out there instead of Reinhardt.
You can barely tell them apart.
Yep, except for the beard, the size, and the darkness of the hair.
Other than that, you boys twins. Here's a drive by Frazier in between two Suns and gets burnt this time, the official says, as two shots coming up here.
Foul is on McClintock. It'll be his first. Frazier. Carter Frazier to the free throw line looking for his first points. Carter's scored some points in succession at different times this season, but misses the first there.
Real Net and Twine, they're located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete, lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Lots of things to choose from this holiday shopping season at Reels. 217-285-5013.
Rattle, 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 and go on through goes that free throw.
Here's a ball now knocked loose. Tippy runs it down in the front court. Bounce pass to McClintock. Dribbles between the men and throws a pass that's picked off by Bonds. How about the energy Rigston Bonds is bringing here in this opening quarter for Pittsfield? Long bounce pass down to Bobby Harris. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound soaring in there is Graham. Trying to go back up with it. No good on the putback, but he'll head to the free throw line to shoot two.
Taylor Graham playing hard. Is that
Northern called for the foul?
Northern picks up the foul, his first. 40.6 seconds left in the quarter. 15-4 Sockies, their biggest lead. Graham's free throw is no good.
Hey folks, Moose Lodge 420. Check them out for their Friday meals at the Moose Lodge in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food is hot. The drinks are cold. The Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield.
Taylor missed his only free throw of the night and then makes the second. He's got 8.
16-4 the score. It's a dozen on the lead category for the Sockies, their biggest of the night. Here's Northern on a drive, little hop skip and a little baby hook, can't get it to go. Rebound down to Bonds for Pittsfield. Brad Tomave says let's hold for one shot with 24 seconds to play in the first and a 12-point lead. Graham will just dribble it out near the half-court line. Shot clock is turned off.
JV scored 28 in the first quarter.
With 8, they'll put the play in motion. Here's Graham. Tries to drive between two men. Had to throw it free, and now as Frazier runs down the loose ball, he's fouled by McClintock, and Frazier will shoot 2 free throws with 2.6 seconds to play in the first.
McClintock will pick up his second foul. 2 free throws for Carter Frazier, 1 for 2 from there. 16-4, biggest lead right now. 2.6 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter. A lot of free throws. This is the 12th and 13th, and Frazier makes the first. How many times you seen the Saki shoot 13 free throws in a quarter? Been a while. Second one, good by Frazier. He makes them both.
2.6 seconds to play in the first. Inbounds will come to McClintock. He'll throw a baseball shot at the other end, no good. And the first quarter comes to a close with Pittsfield leading the Southeastern Suns 18-4. Back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Southeastern will have the basketball. They trail Pittsfield 18-4 after a quarter.
Pittsfield not red hot. 4-15 from the field, 27%, 1 of 8 from the arc, and 9-13 from the free throw line. Southeastern 2 of 9 and 0 of 3.
Suns with it though. Trying to get a better start to the second quarter as Henry drives in. Turnaround shot no good, but he's bumped on the arm by Connor Sweeting, and Henry heads to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Sweeting picks up the foul. That's his first. And first team foul, second quarter. Free throw for Jaron Henry. He's got 2 points. 18-4, just underway, second quarter. First one high, Archer up and good by Henry.
LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808 for the Dunhams and their professional team. For all of your Holly needs, it's LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing.
Henry does what you need to do. He made them both.
And it makes it an 18-6 score. Pass down low goes to Taylor Graham of the paint. He'll rise, shoot, and score. Taylor's really worked on that leaping ability, you can tell, in the offseason. He's got 10 of the Saki's 20. Tippy quickly the other way. He'll get to the rim rather easily. Shot no good. Rebound, it's a battle for it, and Reinhardt grabs the board. Off to Graham. Graham a little out of control. He's chasing the ball. Kept it alive, though, to Gratton on the right side. Had Sweeting out top. Didn't find him. Instead, a little drive in. No good on the shot. And then Gratton called for the foul.
He's over the back. His first, team second, very quickly in the second quarter. And it'll be Southeastern ball, 84 foot from the basket.
Tippy on the run toward the front court. Kept that pivot foot planted on the ground. Gets it across to Akers. Kicks to the wing in Henry. Henry, a kid that can kind of stretch things. Here's Tippy underneath as he got free as he was wide open under the basket, and he's bumped and fouled here and will shoot 2 shots as Reinhardt called for the foul.
Clayton's first, third team foul. Tippy at the free throw line looking for his first point. 7:06 left in a half. PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard 20-6. First one is up and good.
Waters Concrete and Tim Waters there for quality concrete for your new build. Driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Missed the second one, did Tippy.
Rebound down to Carter Frazier for the Sakis, and Pittsfield walks it up with just under 7 minutes to play in this first half. Out top with it is Sweeting. He'll take a single bounce of it, skip the pass over to Frazier. Tough pass to Graham. Now they're near the half-court line. He steps on the half-court line, and an over and back call here. Turnover on the Sakis is their third.
Pass kind of set him up for failure that time, and everybody a little out of control.
Tippy looks to work it up for Southeastern. Ooh, nice little change of pace. Gets to the rim, blows right by his man, and scores. And the Sockies now want the timeout. We'll pause as well on the Adams Network timeout. 6:39 to play in the half. It's Pittsfield 20, Southeastern 9.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Timeout was taken by Pittsfield, their first of the night on the Adams Network timeout. Follow the fiber.net for our friends at Adams Fiber and Adams Experts. Whether you're looking for internet or computer repair, they're the place to go. Follow the fiber.net. Here's Graham with it for the Sockies. He looks for a pass out top. That is to Bonds. Bonds to Grattan on the left wing. He'll rise and shoot from the elbow. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Henry. Gets the ball to Tippy into the front court. He'll look to set some things up now to Akers, top of the key. Aiden Akers, a multi-year varsity player too. He drives in, showed off his quickness and strength, and gets rewarded with 2 free throws as Graham called for the bump.
Graham picked up the foul, his first, team 4th already in the second quarter after not fouling much in the first. Akers has 2 points. He misses the first.
For top-notch local computer sales and service, call Adams Experts 217-214-3423. For fast, friendly, and affordable service, it's Adams Experts.
Makes the second, though. Does Akers. He has 3 points.
Cuts it down to a 10-point contest with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Sweeting on the left wing. He'll launch from downtown. No good. Pittsfield ice cold from outside, and this ball goes off of Graham and out of bounds on the loose ball, and it will be Suns basketball.
1 out of 10 from three-point range, 5 out of 19 from the field. Good thing the Sockies have made free throws.
Here's Tippy on the run into the front court, finds his teammate in Hester on the right side. Now Akers, pass down on the wing, goes to McClintock. Tries the crossover. Works it out between the circles. That's to Tippy. Has Reinhardt in him. Sockies can't like that matchup, but they'll give it up. Left side, McClintock for 3, no good. Graham secures the rebound for Pittsfield. Brings it into the front court. Left side to Grattan. Top of the key. Bonds for another 3. It's nothing but the hardwood that time on the air ball. And it's out of bounds to Southeastern. Length of the court to go.
Dribble penetration worked very well in the early part of this ball game. Now the Sockies are happy to take 3s.
Here's Tippy, a long pass, and it won't be touched. So it'll go all the way back to the other end where it was inbounded a moment ago. A turnover on the Suns as Jaron Lawson comes in, and Connor Sweeting takes a chair for Pittsfield. Does anybody know what's going down there?
Reinhardt did a nice job blocking like he did during the football season. Lawson will inbound at the 5:17 mark. 20-10, Sockies with the lead.
Lawson gets it into a wide open Hayden Grattan, who lays it up and in for 2. Grattan has 5, and the lead back out to 12 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Tippy with it in the backcourt, throws over the double team, gets it to McClintock. He'll drive the lane, get all the way to the window. Ball blocked out of bounds by Graham, and it stays with the Suns underneath.
Somebody just needs to step up and take a charge in those situations, but that hadn't happened.
Here's Akers on the catch and turn, no good. He gets his own rebound and then has it knocked loose. Run down, though, by Henry. Suns maintain the possession here as Tippy's got it out top. Hester on the left side to Akers. Akers with the spin move. Hangs in the air, can't get that one to find the mark. And Graham gets the weak side rebound. He'll throw a pass. Ooh, good find down to Reinhardt on the left side. Puts it up and in for 2. His first bucket of this affair. And the lead is tied to the biggest of the night of this 14-point bulge. Akers towards the front court. Gets a good screen. Look for the back door. Ball knocked loose. Reinhardt on the floor after it. Keeps it alive to Bonds as the Sockies turn the Suns over once again. They'll get it to Graham. Graham on the dribble drive. Up with contact. No good. Rebound down to Akers. Akers wants to push to Henry into the front court. He's got it near the sideline, off to Tippy. 4 minutes to play in this first half. Double team comes to the man, gets it to McClintock, down to Hester, off the window and in for two. Good ball movement by the Suns. Hester with the bucket to make it a 12-point game. Grattan on the left wing for the Sockies. Little pass and cut offense here. Now Bonds gets it, thought about the step back. Over to Graham. Graham going to try to get in the paint. He'll throw up a turnaround or a fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound is secured here by Hester. To Tippy. Tippy trying to size up his man. Akers, and he play a little give and go. Knocked out of bounds by a couple of hands of the Sockies. Allows Harrison Frazier to check back in. Reinhardt takes a chair, as will Graham for the Sockies. 3:22 to play in the half, and the substitutions hadn't been completed yet when they administered the ball, so they will re-administer the ball here. And Akers will get it on the inbounds. It's a pass that's nearly stolen away. And they'll say it's going to be a turnover on the Suns. Their 8th as Akers was the last man to touch it. Grattan will bring it up for the Sockies here. To Lawson. Little flex offense. Now Harris to Bonds. They find Frazier now at the elbow. Looks in the paint. Ooh, they're going to switch off like that. You got a perfect opportunity to post up instead of turnover. And then a reach-in foul by Grattan.
Grattan will pick up the foul, his second. 5 team fouls on the Sockies. Southeastern none in this quarter after being called for a lot in the first. Connor Sweeting in. Grattan sits down.
That substitution shouldn't have been able to happen yet. 2 shots coming here.
Right. Tippy has 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Has 3 points. First one is up and no good.
If you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548, with locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. It's Pike County Concrete.
Second one good by Tippy. He's got 4. Makes it 24-13.
And with 2:43 to play in the half, it's a 24-13 Pittsfield lead, as Jack told you, on the PCRE scoreboard. Here's Bonds for a 3. It's another air ball. Rebound. Harris trying to fight for another offensive board. He gets in a scrum down there, and the Suns come out of there with it. Tippy will look to bring it across. Ooh, right by everybody. Inside. Count the basket, the official says, and he'll get a chance for the end one.
Lawson will pick up the foul. Tried to take the charge, but just didn't get over in time. He'll pick up his first. And Tippy to the free throw line with a chance to make his 7th point of the night. Makes it 24-15. The Suns are fighting right back into this. It's good on the free throw. He's got 7, and it's 24-16.
Little 8-0 run by the Suns here with 2:20 to play in the half. Here's Lawson, now Bonds. He'll drive in, put up a floater, no good. Rebound is secured by the Suns. McClintock. Outlet pass to Tippy. Tippy drives in, gets to the baseline, throws it out to Henry. Between the circles, McClintock to Akers. He'll drive in, kick it to Tippy. Right wing 3, good! Tippy from downtown to make it 24-19.
Give him 10.
1:46 to play in the first half. Sweetie to Bonds, now Frazier on the left side. He'll try to turn the corner. Gets it to Sweeting, turns down the 3 as he drives inside. Off to Frazier, a little 2-man game here. Now they'll get Bonds involved with 1 minute and 28 seconds to play in the half. To Lawson, he'll be called for a carry. And a turnover on the Sockies. Their 6th. As Taylor Graham will come back in the game, as will Clayton Reinhardt. They'll replace Lawson and Sweeting. Suns basketball down by 5. They trailed by as many as 14. McClintock will throw a pass that's picked up by Bonds, and then he carried it into the backcourt, so it will be a turnover on the Suns, and then a turnover on the Sakis as the two teams trade the turnovers.
Not sure that Bonds realized that that's what would happen in that situation. It was the right call. Just caught in a funny spot there on that steal.
Henry on the right wing. He'll try to drive in. Runner up, no good. Fouled here. I think by Frazier is going to be the
Frazier
call.
will pick up the foul.
And it won't be. It'll be Graham.
Graham's going to pick up his second. 2 free throws, and this game could be a three-pointer if he makes them both. Free throws by Jaron Henry. He's made both free throws and misses that one. Old broadcaster jinx.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction for all the latest local listings. Check out their website online at PCRERealestate.com. That's PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Henry makes the second. He's got 5.
Makes it a 4-point game. 1:07 to play in the half. Graham with it, out to Frazier. Over to Graham, left wing, 3 won't go. Rebound to McClintock. He'll take it into the front court, coast to coast, off the window and in for 2, and the Suns have pulled it down to a 2-point game.
His first of the night. This looks just like the other night.
On the left wing is Grattan. Gets it to the top of the key. Bonds over and back again. Another Saki turnover.
Not Bonds' fault that time. Bad pass by his teammate. Turnover number 8, and that's 6 in the quarter.
The wheels on the bus are falling off right now for Pittsfield. 34.2 seconds to play in the half. Southeastern with a chance to tie or take the lead. We're down by 14 at 2 different times in this quarter. Here's Tippy. Rises, shoots, tried to bank it in, no good. Rebound down to Frazier. Frazier with it in the backcourt with 18 seconds to play in the half. Now to Graham on the right side. Finds Bonds. Back to Graham between the circles with 10 seconds. Works off of a screen. Leaves it to Bonds with 6. On the right side, Frazier tries to make a move. To Graham, puts up a 3. Fouled on the shot, and he'll shoot 3 free throws with 1.1 seconds to play in the half.
Is that on McClintock, I believe? Okay, his third. Just the second foul of the quarter on Southeastern. 1.1 seconds left, 24-22. And the first one's good as you watch the replay. Graham's got 11. Makes it 25-22. Second one also good by Graham. Now
replays, of course, brought to you by Northwestern Mutual and Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team in Pittsfield. Thanks to Sheila and our friends at Northwestern Mutual.
Made all 3.
5-point game. Griffin Tippy on the three-quarter court shot off the window, no good. And we head to halftime with the Pittsfield Sakis leading the Southeastern Suns 27-22 at the halftime break. And the Little Jess Motors halftime show comes your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39,800. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28,500 and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess. Serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs. Or feel free to jump on our website at PCRERealestate.com.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Back with you on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's a 27-22 lead for the Pittsfield Sockies on top of the Southeastern Suns at the halftime break. And for all of your halftime stats at halftime, here's Jack Cole with your halftime stats.
How about that? Here at halftime, it's 18-4 after one quarter, 27-22 at half. A 18-9 second quarter for Southeastern. Pretty good for them. Turnovers, Pittsfield's turned it over 8 times. Southeastern's turned it over 9. Foul situation for Pittsfield. Taylor Graham with 2. Jaron Lawson, Clayton Reinhardt each have 1, as does Connor Sweeting. 2 fouls on Hayden Gratton. On the Southeastern side, they have 3 fouls on Brady McClintock, a single foul on Griffin Tippy, 2 fouls on Hester and Akers, single fouls on Northern and also Jaron Henry. It is 27-22 here at halftime on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard on the Little Jess Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram halftime show. Individual stats, shooting percentages come your way after these.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you're looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Back with you on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, 3231 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. A lot of great deals going on right now for the end of the year. They will even put a big red ribbon on it for your gift. If you want to put it under the tree, you can put it under my tree if you'd like as well. LittleJessMotors.com to see all of their great deals going on right now, or see them across from Quincy High in Quincy, Illinois.
Tell Andrew Griffin you want that red ribbon around that new car, and he'll take care of you. Pittsfield 7 of 28 from the field, 25%. 1 of 13 ice cold from 3, 8%. 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 75%. Taylor Graham knocked in 13 in the first half. 5 for Hayden Gratton, 4 points for Riggs Bonds, 3 for Carter Frazier, and 2 for Clayton Reinhardt. On the Southeastern side, 7 of 22, 36.8%. 1 of 7 from the arc, 14%. 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Griffin Tippie threw in 10 in the first half. 5 for Jaron Henry, 2 for Brady McClintock, 3 for Aiden Akers, and 2 for Tristan Hester. 27-22 is the score. Who will have the big third quarter? We'll tell you about that. And the play-by-play comes your way after these. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
Ready to start the third quarter. Pittsfield will have the basketball, leading by 5 over the Southeastern Sun. Saki start the third quarter with Frazier, Graham, Gratton, Bonds, and Reinhardt. The Suns have Hester, McClintock, Akers, Henry, and Tippie to start quarter number 3. Underway here. Out top with it is Gratton. On the right wing, it goes to Frazier. Suns come out in a zone to start this third quarter. Little 1-2-2 action. On the wing, it goes to Graham. Out top to Bonds. Now Frazier. On the backside finds Graham, misses the runner, tipped it out and out of bounds. Nope, saved in bounds by hustling Aiden Gratton. Inside Frazier on the run, no good. Rebound, it's a battle for it underneath, and it goes off of the Suns, it says. And it'll be Saki basketball.
Missed the bunny there. Good find underneath on the back door.
Inbounds pass comes into Bonds.
Ooh, that's tough.
Clears it off to Graham. Grattan on the right side. Frazier. Just underway here in the third. Here's a three now by Taylor Graham, no good. And the rebound run down on the offensive side, though, by Bonds.
Third offensive board, 5 on the day for him.
They'll feed the post to Reinhardt. He'll go up, shot no good. Rebound, Graham puts it back up. Rims in and out, won't fall. And the rebound down to Henry.
Graham's got 4 offensive boards, but can't make layups tonight.
Tippy into the front court for the Suns. Trailed by 14 in the first half, but cut it down to as few as 2 in the tail end of that second quarter. Here's Akers out front, drives in, kicks to the wing. Good look, 3-ball on the way. Hester no good. Rebound, a battle for it. Tippy saves it in to his teammate Henry. Both teams working for some second and third chance opportunities here in the third quarter. Henry on the right wing, drives the lane, uses that length, shot up no good. Rebound, Bonds gets it for Pittsfield.
6 boards for Riggs Bonds tonight.
He'll work the ball into the front court to Frazier. Out top to Bonds.
Coach Gooding did a nice job scouting the Sakis from the Tuesday night game.
Here's a pass down low. They find Frazier on the backside of that zone, and he'll put it in for 2 to make it a 7-point lead. Carter Frazier with 5. Here's Tippy into the front court. Had to go back and get the ball as it got knocked away momentarily. Out to Hester. Tristan Hester is a 5'10 junior for this squad.
Southeastern's active on offense.
Here's Akers on the drive. Shot no good. A bump with the body by Reinhardt, though, and Akers heads to the charity stripe.
Reinhardt's second. Free throws, number 10 and 11 for Southeastern on the night coming your way. 5:42 left third quarter, 29-22. First one is up and no good.
Your local family-owned newspaper. It's the Pike County Express. They've been serving the area since 1991. You can see them each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
The adjustments made. Akers has 4, and he's 2 for 4 from the charity stripe.
Cuts the Pittsfield lead to 6. Here's Grattan. He'll try a 3. Saki's still bad from there. And the rebound pulled down by Hester.
No offensive passes and a shot.
Here's a ball knocked loose, but Tippy able to corral it. He's looking for a cutter and a 5-second call. Carter Frazier with a closely guarded. And a turnover on the Suns.
10 turnovers now on Southeastern, first of the second half.
Frazier the man to throw it in for the Sakis. Gets it to Graham, and he'll bring it up against the 1-2-2 of Southeastern. In the corner to Frazier. Out front with it to Bonds. Looks in the paint. Got to get Frazier out of there. They were trying to get a pin set up by Reinhardt, and Frazier kept his man in the paint.
Last 2 trips, they've gotten it down to a layup, just haven't hit him.
Here's Graham on the bounce. Kicks it over to Bonds left side. Looks for an opening. Gets it reversed on the right side to Frazier. Graham, Bonds. That backside guy, yeah, they found him open a couple of times. Now Graham gets it, top of the keys. Lines up the 3, no good. And Grattan with the rebound. He'll try a bounce pass across the lane, and it's stolen away by McClintock.
9 turnovers on Pittsfield.
Here's Tippy into the front court. 4:27 to play in this third period on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Hester got the man off of his feet, kicks it out to Henry for a 3, no good. Bonds hunts down his 7th rebound now. Over to Graham. Grattan now gets a touch. Pittsfield led, 18-4 after the quarter,
yep.
First quarter. Been pretty stagnant offensively since then, have not hit outside shots at all. And Southeastern just going to pack it into that zone and say, go ahead, beat us from the outside. I dare you. Bonds on the right wing.
26-13 lead in rebounds for Pittsfield.
Here's Reinhardt now. Foul on the floor. It'll be ball out of bounds to the Sakis.
That's going to go against Hester. That'll be his 3rd. Second man with 3 fouls. Into the game, Sweeting. Frazier sits down, I believe. And Bond sits down. Who's the
Harris is the other man in, as Connor Sweeting will be the man to throw it in for the Sockies. He'll throw it out front, throw it away as Akers gets the steal, and then Harris gets the foul.
Harris didn't have much choice there. His first, team second. Turnover number 10, 2 already in the third quarter.
3:42 to play in the third. Suns with a chance to cut it closer after the Pittsfield turnover.
It was 27-22 at half. 2-1, third quarter.
Here's a ball tipped away by Grattan into the backcourt. A scrum for it between he and Hester, and a tie-up. It'll beat Suns basketball.
Good hustle by Grattan that time, though. Hayden really did everything he could to try to get that ball back. Was he on the scrum with Aiden Aker?
It was Hester.
Oh. Aker boys put together. So was Hester.
I think Aiden Akers was named to the all-hair team at the Beardstown tournament, according to Brian Shoemaker as well.
Brian Shoemaker had some interesting all-tournament teams, yeah. The all-hair team. Had a guy from Griggsville there, so what a good job the guy who did the games at Beardstown did. Had no idea it was Brian Shoemaker.
Wonder where he's from.
Yeah, we try to keep it a secret, but he does do a nice job.
Here's Akers. Caught in the lane, has to kick it out to Henry. Skip pass across to Tippy. Tippy with the dribble drive. Jump stop, shot up no good. Might have been fouled, no call. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts it back up and in. Tippy just wanted it more than anyone else on the floor. And he's got a dozen to make it 29-25. Graham out top. Gets it to Harris. To Sweeting on the right side. Pittsfield could use Sweeting to get on one of those hot streaks from the perimeter. Graham now Grattan. To Sweeting.
To get him the ball to right spot.
There's a bad pass. Hits Graham in the shins, and a turnover here as Sweeting sits down, and back into the contest is Jaron Lawson for the Sockies.
Tippy will bring the ball across the timeline. Have it on the right side.
It's into Henry out top now. It's in the paint. Akers trying to post up against Harris. He goes to work, goes right at him. Takes advantage of the position that Harris did not have that time. Foul, then he put it in, and a chance to cut it down to a 1-point Pittsfield advantage.
Harris' second, team third. The and one coming the way of Aiden Akers, who has 6 points on the night. Up and no good. Rebound comes off the other way to Bob Harris.
Bobby's got some rebounds tonight. Several of them on the offensive glass in that first half. Right now, Pittsfield is a 2-point lead. They've led by 14. And they've scored 2 points in the quarter. And here's a kick by Henry now. He will run it down to the backcourt for the official. It'll stay with Pittsfield right in front of their own bench. Don't know how long the Sockies can go without Taylor Graham on the floor here. All right, their best offensive threat. Here's a dangerous pass. Bobby Harris picks it up, puts up a three, and says, this is not that hard. Just put it in the hoop. Just put the ball in the hole.
First three of the night.
Go to your home.
You don't
like your home? Answer me. Bob Harris with a three. 1:40 to play in the third. They're doing a remake of that movie, Happy Gilmore. A sequel, John tells us, a sequel.
A lot of sequels aren't very good.
I don't think we'll see Chubbs or Bob Barker in this one, unfortunately.
Well, Happy will be a little older, too. And Chevy Chase, real old.
Here's a drive in. Look at Aiden Akers take that ball right to the rack and score. Chevy Chase was not in Happy Gilmore.
You didn't see him? He was in the pond.
I don't think he was. Here's Bobby Harris for a three. Welcome to the show, young man. He says just pick it up and put it in. And here's a turnover now on the Suns on the inbounds play. Good hustle by Hayden Grattan to force the turnover. And into the contest comes Taylor Graham. He'll replace Lawson for the Sockies, and Pittsfield will get it on the baseline here with 55.7 seconds to play in the third.
If it's been one of those substitutes where they automatically was going to take Harris out, the fans might have booed.
Inbounds pass is
Tippy
with the steal. Kept it alive to McClintock. He'll drive in. Shot up with contact is good. No call. And makes it a 4-point game. 35-31, 45 seconds to play in the third. Here's Graham with it. Over to Grattan. He'll get it to Bonds. Now to Graham. Pittsfield has the possession arrow here, so they might want to try to hold for a final shot in this third quarter. Nearly an illegal screen out top. Graham with it out near the center circle with 20 ticks to play in this third in the 35-31 contest on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Brandon Gooding's going to be proud of how his kids haven't quit all night long.
They responded really well after a poor first quarter. And a lot of that, I think, is just that energy and effort that he was looking for. Here's Graham now, a turnover, jump ball. It'll be Pittsfield basketball. 2.6 seconds to play in the third.
Cost him the possession, 2.6 seconds to get a shot off. Where's Harris?
2.6 seconds. As Grattan will throw it in. Freshman McClintock guards the ball. Grattan dropped the ball, never had it on the pass from the official, and a turnover.
Took his eyes off of it.
So you lose the possession, and then you lose the ball before it inbounds. Inbounds pass comes to Tippy. Tippy turns, fires a three, blocked by Graham at the buzzer. And we head to the final quarter of play with Pittsfield leading Southeastern 35-31.
Hey, Abe. Hey, George. You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
35-31 is the Pittsfield lead after 3 quarters. Southeastern with the basketball to start the fourth quarter of play. Jack?
Southeastern 11 of 31, 38%, 1 of 10 from the arc, 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Pittsfield 10 of 38, 26%, 3 of 18, 2 of those Bobby Harris's. In the quarters, 17%, 12 of 17 from the free throw line.
Tippy finds an opening, drives in, gets hammered, no call. Wow. Rebound down to Bonds. Into the front court, Graham. Graham on the dribble drive. He'll be fouled, and Brandon Gooding's going to say, man, I feel like I saw a play like that a moment ago.
I'm going to call that on Akers. It'll be his third first-team foul. And yeah, Graham really is out of control there and got bailed out by the defense.
Now McClintock comes up a little lame. Looks like he's knocked knees or turned an ankle. He's going to try to just tough it out here as Graham will shoot 2.
35-31, 7:43 left. First one up by Graham is no good.
Hey, don't forget about our friends at McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. A great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more during the cold winter months with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Graham misses a second and then tries to save it off of the Southeastern kid. I thought it came back to Graham. It did, right?
Touched him while he was standing out of bounds.
Missed both free throws after hitting his first 7 out of 8.
Here's a ball knocked away by Graham, and we'll stay with the Suns in the backcourt here. 7:40 to play in the contest. Southeastern is trailed by 14. Have never led in the contest, but only down by 4 in the first opening moments of this fourth quarter. Akers Rises, shoots, and scores. Got to the middle of the lane and put it in for another 2. He's got 8. Makes it 35-33. Here's Grattan with it for the Sockies. On the right side, Graham had trouble with the catch. Lets it fly anyway. No good. There's a rebound down to Tippy. Tippy turns and takes it quickly into the front court. Drives in. Blocked by Graham. He'll throw the outlet pass to Grattan. Has a 4-on-1. Gets it to Harris. Harris just inside the arc. No good. Rebound down to Akers. He'll throw a long pass to Tippy, who can't run it down as it's over his head and out of bounds, and a turnover on the Suns. Brandon Gooding says, slow down, boys. You're right back in this thing. 35-33. This looks like Tuesday. Tuesday's gone. That's a song that was in Happy Gilmore. Old Leonard Skinner.
Along with Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase was not. Grizzly Adams had a beard. Out top with it is Grattan. Ooh, might have carried it. Threw it past to Reinhardt. Says, here you go, Jebediah. Gets it out front to Bob Harris. Now Bonds. Bonds looks for an opening. On the right side, that's to Grattan. Over to Harris. Works off of the screen. Pass out to Bonds. 6:20 to play. Pittsfield clinging to a 2-point lead. Harris on the right side. Now Graham. He'll try the drive. Kick to Bonds on the right wing. Pittsfield a little offense to take some legs out of the Suns possibly here. Grattan gets it on the right side. To Bonds. He'll go right back to Harris. He was right there on the left side. Right wing Graham going to try the move on the baseline. Shot put up over the top of Northern and in for 2. Nice take by Graham.
15 for him, first 2 of the second half.
37-33 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard as the ball knocked away by Bonds and stolen away. He'll get the steal on the one end. He'll drive in, lose the ball the other way, and it'll be saved in by Bob Harris, but into the hands of Henry. So if
he'd let it go, Pittsfield would have got the ball.
I don't know. You think?
Yep. But he was trying hard.
He was hustling. Here's Northern on the right side. He'll drive in. Another block by Taylor Matumba. Graham. 5:18 to play. Here's Bob Harris sitting down as Frazier's back in for the Sockies.
Well, they call that lighter football. This is what this is in basketball.
Here's a shot put up underneath. Aiden Akers that time.
12 for him.
And down to a 2-point game again.
Akers got 9 the second half.
Here's Graham. He gets caught in the paint. Got to move there. Out to Frazier. Top of the key now, Grattan. 4:55 to play. Low-scoring game.
It's like the old
and
Southeastern.
Left side, three-pointer. Rims it out, no good. Rebound down to the Suns, and they can tie or take the lead. Tippy to Akers on the right side. Hands it off to Hester. Quite the punt returner in his day was Hester. 4:27 to play. Here's a drive by Akers. Kicks right side. Hester for a 3. No good. Rebound down to Frazier for the Sockies. Brad Tommy wants them to get moving here as now the Sockies slow it up. 4:11 to play. Grattan on the wing. Out top to Graham. He'll try to create off the bounce. Over to Frazier. Halfway through quarter number 4 in a 37-35 contest. Graham going to try to drive in. Ball knocked loose. Hester's going to be called for the foul.
Hester's going to pick up his 4th, team foul number 2, or 3 they say on the board on each side. I only have him down for 2.
Maybe it didn't get reset. And we get a timeout. Taken by the Suns. 3:54 to play in the contest in a 37-35 game.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
3:54 to play, 37-35 39-35 the lead for the Sockies as Southeastern took the Adams Fiber timeout. Follow the fiber.net. The fastest internet around. The one buffer. No matter what life throws at you. You can be playing the Xbox, working the Zoom call, all at the same time with your friends at Adams Fiber. Bonds has it on the wing for the Pittsfield Sockies. 3:45 to play. He'll throw it in the corner to Grant. Now back out to Bonds between the circles. Grattan gets a touch. He wants to get a middleman out there against this 1-2-2. Frazier on the wing left side. Out to Bonds. For Pittsfield, you don't have to really attack here. Make Southeastern come out, find those openings in the zone then. Graham. Frazier.
I think Southeastern would be happy to be down in the final 30 seconds, down by 2.
Graham on the right wing with 3:09 to play. Quick pass on the left side comes to Frazier. He'll get it out to Grant. They play a little pitch and catch from the right to the left to the left to the right as they come back to the left to Frazier. This is where the shot clock would be an impact with 2:45 to play.
Jeff Sharman sitting at home saying, this is basketball, boys.
Todd Plattner's trying to decide how come they've scored so many points. Here's Reinhardt, now off to Graham. Graham gets it to Frazier on the left wing. A dangerous pass there. Out to Bonds with 2:27 left. Sockies have taken over a minute off the clock on this trip down the court. Bonds with it with 2:18 to play. Jump stop as Southeastern now back into the man. On the right side with it is Graham. Graham drives the lane and is held.
2 hands on him by Akers. That'll be his 4th. Team foul number 3. They have not reset Pittsfield's on the board. They have none in the quarter.
Inbounds pass to Bonds. 2:07 left. Here's a drive in by Graham on the baseline. Leans back. Can't get it to go. Down to Tippy. 2 minutes left in a 2-point game. Here's Tippy. On the right wing to Hester. Left side, that is to Henry. Thought about the 3. Now to Akers out top. Let's see if he wants to go at Graham off the dribble. He does. Drives, kicks. Right side, Tippy turns down the triple. Gets to the elbow, puts it up, and knocks it down and ties the game up at 37 points apiece. Brand new ball game with 1:30 to play. And Brad Tomhave wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 1:30 left. Game tied at 37 on Central Illinois Sports.
You've tried it. I've tried it. Everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke. It's time to eat. Yum. 217-922-0067.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
1:30 left. Game tied at 37 as the Sockies take their second timeout. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Should there be a tie-up, Pittsfield has the possession arrow right now. They'll have it right near their own bench.
15-10 second half. Southeastern's got the lead in the second half, and we're tied right now.
Pittsfield put up 18 in the first and 19 cents. Ooh, that was close to a travel. Bonds has to come out and help to Graham. 1:19 to play. Graham trying to drive. He's been about the only offense the Sockies have had, and he works it in again for another 2. 39-37 with 1:07 to play. Tippy out front against Bonds.
Got plenty of fouls to give.
Pass to Henry. Knifes the lane. Will throw it off to Akers. He'll go to work against the double team. Spins. Ooh, kicks it out to Henry for the lead. No good. Rebound down to Grattan for Pittsfield. 46 seconds left. Graham brings it across for the Sockies. Leading by 2. Grattan with it. Suns have 3 fouls. I think maybe they pick one up here pretty quick to try to maybe put Pittsfield the line if they needed to.
12 of 19 from the free throw line at Pittsfield. Now a hold will be called on McClintock. That'll be his 4th. 4th team foul. 1 more to go to put him on the free throw line with 26 seconds left. Pittsfield was very good from the free throw line early.
He shot a lot of free throws in the first quarter, not a lot since.
Yeah, 9 of 13 in the first quarter.
Graham will bring it up against Tippy here with 21 seconds to play. Brandon Gooding wants his team to foul. They will foul Bonds with 17.4 seconds left.
It's going to go on Akers, and he's going to foul out of the game, I believe.
Ooh, that's big.
Yep, they'd been a lot better off if Henry would have got that foul called on him, but Akers got it called on him. Bonds goes to the free throw line. Bonds is 1 for 2 from there, has 4 points. 39-37, that's a big man to lose for Southeastern.
Yep.
12 of 19 are the Sockies, and Bonds shoots a pair, leading by 2. With 17.4 seconds left, makes the first big free throw.
Check out Reels just north of Pittsfield this holiday shopping season. Metal wall hangings, lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and much more. Reels 217-285-5013. The Suns want to take a timeout on the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll pause as well. 17.4 seconds left. Pittsfield leads Southeastern by 3.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
17.4 seconds to play. Pittsfield has a 3-point lead. Rigston Bonds could make it 4 if he can make the second of a 2-shot foul.
Pittsfield has not fouled in the fourth quarter, so they can foul a lot to deter you coming to the other end if he makes this one. Free throw up and good.
2 big free throws by Rigston Bonds to make it a 4-point game. Tippy gets it back. Brings it into the front court. He'll throw to the corner. That's to Henry for the 3. No good. Rebound down to Bonds. 9 seconds left. Fouled in the backcourt by Hester.
Hester will pick up the foul. That'll be his 5th.
So the second man to foul out for Southeastern with 8.9 seconds to play here.
Bond's been the man tonight. He's back to the free throw line where he's 3 or 4, has 6 points, but he also has 8 rebounds on the night. That was his 8th board. 41-37, 8.9 seconds left. Coming into the game is going to be Gunnar Walker, and then Southeastern calls the timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. 4-point lead for the Sockies. Free throws come your way after this.
Hey! You like Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream? It's a pepper thing!
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs, or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. on or off-road. Go full throttle.
8.9 seconds left after the Suns timeout. It'll be 2 shots for Rigston Bonds at the free throw line, with Pittsfield leading by 4.
Bonds was 6, 3 for 4 from there. Made his last 2. Free throw up and good. That's stepping up and doing the job. 42-37. Pretty big fourth quarter for Rigston Bonds. Decent floor game for him tonight, too. Good rebounding. Second one, no good. Rebound comes off the other way, and that's to Taylor Graham.
And the Suns will not foul, and Pittsfield will dribble this one out. And although it wasn't pretty, Pittsfield picks up the victory. 42-37, they beat Southeastern here tonight. Saki's improved to 4-1 on the season. Suns dropped to 2-3, and we take you to the Logan Ag postgame show with final stats and more next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Gobble, gobble. I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag post-game show. Final score in this contest, a 42-37 win for Pittsfield over Southeastern. Logan Agri-Service Incorporated with locations in Grigsville and Winchester in Illinois. On the Missouri side, Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris. It's Logan Ag serving the entire tri-state region. 217-833-2375. Well, Jack, Pittsfield jumped out to a big lead. Southeastern fought back, made it close. And down the stretch, the Sakis did just enough to pick up their 4th victory of the year.
18-4 after one quarter for Pittsfield. 27-22 at halftime. 35-31 after 3. 42-37 after that. So actually a 33-24 three quarters for Southeastern after that first quarter, getting behind by 14. Pittsfield turned the ball over 14 times, Southeastern 13 times. Southeastern just turned it over 4 times in the second half. They were 14 of 40 from the field, 35%, 1 of 13 from 3, 8%, 7 of 13 from the free throw line, 67%. Let's see, Griffin Tippie had 14 on the night, 12 for Aiden Akers, 5 for Jaron Henry, 4 points for Brady McClintock on the night, and 2 for Tristan Hester. Pretty good job by Southeastern, actually. Pittsfield was 12 of 44, 27%, 3 of 19 from the arc, 15.7%. And that counts the 2 Bobby Harris stuck in the third quarter, and 14 of 23 from the free throw line, 61%. Taylor Graham led the way with 17 points. He also added 7 boards and 3 block shots. Riggs Bonds had 7 points. And he added 8 rebounds on the night. Carter Frazier had 6 points, 3 in each half. Hayden Gratton with 5 points all in the first half. And Reinhardt had 2 in the first half of the ball game. Pittsfield holds on to win it 42-37.
We will visit with Saukey head coach Brad Tomei on the Logan Egg postgame show next.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Orangeville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Logan Egg postgame show, visiting with Pittsfield head coach Brad Tomei following a 42-37 win over the Southeastern Suns. Coach, you came out, you're up 18-4 after the first quarter. It looked like it might be an easy one, but it seems like with this Southeastern group, it's never an easy one, as Coach Gooding's team really responded and made it a dogfight down the stretch.
They did. They really controlled the tempo for the middle 2 quarters in the game, and we had a hard time. We got to the huddle after the first quarter and tried to stress that's over. It's 0-0 now. You got to go try to replicate that with your energy and execution. Can't just walk out there and think that they're going to lay down. They've got 2 good athletes out there, and they were going to come play hard, and we didn't match it and then we talked at halftime, once you give them that momentum, it's so hard to get it back. It is so hard to get it back, and I thought we settled a lot there again in the second quarter. We were taking 1-pass threes, 2-pass threes, when it wasn't necessary. We got a lead. Let's try to get our feet in the paint, which is what I thought we did in the first half. We got them chasing us and then got some good high percentage looks. We were able to knock them down, and then we were able to get into our pressure, which we have to be able to get into our pressure because we're not going to match up physically with anybody we play probably on the season. So we got to do things right offensively to allow us to get into our pressure. And we weren't doing that. We were settling. And then we got back on our heels and we got tentative. And I told them at halftime I wasn't going to call timeout. That was a grow-up moment. That was a time where those kids needed to be out there and not have us bail them out and see what they could do. And hopefully that's a learning moment. So now I say that if it would have got a little closer, if we would have got bailed out with a 3-point foul there at the end, maybe I do. I don't know. But that was a moment that they needed to grow up and say, we're going to get this done and dig our toes in and execute and have that feeling and know what it feels like in a varsity game when you're facing a little adversity. So, but then the third quarter, they continued to match us. We came out, I think we started the third quarter, got the first 2 or 3 buckets maybe and got some turnovers, but then here they came and they I know they tied it. They take the lead?
Never took the lead.
Okay, they tied it in the fourth, and, I tell them as much as they frustrate me in certain things, those guys still have a nose for the basketball at times. And for instance, Hayden Gratton making a diving play here and thought his energy defensively was great. Now he's got to understand he's probably our defensive leader, and he's got to be that leader vocally as well. Then Taylor, he frustrates us a little bit in places. Had 2 great athletic blocks, and then knifes in there with a little MU and gets an offensive rebound, seal the deal. He's got a nose for the basketball and a knack for being in those spots. So grinded one out.
You get in that third quarter, and it's a pretty tight game, and here comes Bobby Harris off the bench. And I don't know what the rest of the team shot from 3 on the night, Coach, but Bobby's 100%.
Bobby says, hey, guys, we can put 2 balls at the same time through this hoop at once. I don't know what's so hard about it. Just throw that ball through that hoop. And he did. He towed it. No conscience. I mean, he was shooting that thing whether he was shooting it, knocked it down, got a touch on the other side, same spot, and knocked it down. So we needed 2 big shots, 2 huge shots.
You talked about guys that did some little things right. Rigston Bonds does a lot of good things for you on that defensive side. Plus, he stepped to the line and made some big free throws in some crucial moments.
Oh, man, his energy, is just outstanding. And he's another guy, him and Hayden, defensively, that can really make things happen defensively and cause some havoc. So, but he gets in there. Another big night on the rebounding stat sheet. Got to the free throw line, and he hadn't been shooting free throws real well in practice, and he's worked on it. And he was going there, and you look at him and say, right man, right spot, step to that line and shoot it with confidence. And he did. He all but the last one, but he said he did that on purpose so Taylor could get an offensive rebound.
That was a nice one. It's a good teammate.
Yeah.
Hey, you
big heart.
You go on the road next Tuesday at West Central. Is that Bluffs, Winchester?
I believe it's at Winchester.
Winchester this year.
I believe it's at Winchester.
Good. Always a tough place to play, and Ryan Seasting's group obviously won the state championship in 1A last year. They lost a lot, but they're always a very, very tough opponent.
They are. I've seen them play a couple times, and their guards put really good pressure on the basketball on the perimeter, and then they got two or three bigs in there that demand their presence, and we're gonna have our work cut out for us, but that's okay. That's okay. We as we always say, I'm sure we'll find 5 to get on the bus and make the trip and compete as best we can and see what happens. Give ourselves a chance at the end.
And you get a chance to see Riverton at home next Friday. But tomorrow, your freshman kids, I do believe, are playing a game here as well. Folks want to come see them. 10 o'clock start?
10 o'clock versus Auburn. Yeah, our freshmen, tomorrow they had their first game last night and beat West Central. And so they're here again at 10 o'clock. And I will say, put a little plug, we're going to have some recognizing a 40-year anniversary of a team on the 13th against Riverton here. So people can do the math and probably figure out what that team might be from 1985. So special guests that night, so we're excited to have those guys back, and hopefully we can play well for them.
Saki's got the victory tonight over Southeastern, 42-37. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys.
That's Saki and Coach Brad Tomei. Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the night from Rigston Bonds, Jack? Put in 8 points, several big free throws. What did you say, 6 or 7 rebounds as well? 8 rebounds?
8 rebounds on the night for Riggs, too. And I think the big part, all those stats are true, but he was busting his tail all over the court tonight. And I think he might have made Grandpa Mike really proud over there. He was really excited for him. And, it's just good to see a kid that quick. And he's a little guy, but he's out there playing very hard. And Bobby Harris probably gets second accolades, I think, tonight.
Tell me to make a couple more threes and we'll think about it. All right, that's going to do it from Boschel Gymnasium. For John and Jack Hall, I'm Charlie Hill, thanking you for joining us tonight as Pittsfield beats Southeastern 42-37. It's another Central Illinois Sports presentation.